This place is found as a result of invaluable cultural artifacts, the restoration of history, and has long been obscured by colonial powers and influences. Today, we gather and not only to celebrate the artistry and partnership.
I'm so sorry, sir. Sorry, we just need to capture the...
If you look at it, you have
the background was designed by school children at University Preparatory School. Yeah, they're written there, yeah. So they designed the background.
Hi, good evening. My name is Animity. I'm one of the senior curators of anthropology here at the Horniman Museum, and we're really pleased to have had this celebration here tonight and to have been honoured by the Princess Teresa Eretua coming in as well to join the celebration. So come and see the display. It's celebrating the Benin Kingdom, it's celebrating Benin City now. It has some art from contemporary artists, and the objects are here on loan. The items are here on loan from Nigeria, and we look forward to seeing what happens in the future with our partnership. Thank you.
Princess and Prince Richard. Princess, good evening to you. Good evening. Princess, you probably have seen enough of your artifacts. How do you feel tonight, seeing more?
Anyway, so every single piece will go back.
Good.
Wherever they are in America, in Germany, in Japan, in France, wherever they are,
They should come back.
That's the only way that the can have peace really. But right now it's like you've taken out the soul from the city. So you need to bring everything back. So the puzzle, once you take a piece out, that's it. So they need to bring every single piece back, no matter where they are. Private hands, museums, just bring them all back home. That's the way I feel about it.
Thank you. And now I've been asking everybody. Now Britain has a new prime minister. Do you want them to change the Museum Act? Because the Horniman Museum is a charity. That's why they're returning. The British Museum is not returning. What is your message to the new prime minister?
I think we really have to liaise with them. Really, just talking, negotiations. We can. I think the this thing is very sensitive. We're not really push too much because it's too sensitive for words. It has to do with families back home. It has to do with it's just a long history really, and we really have to just tread carefully. In other words, negotiate. Really, I don't think we just go and bamboozle anybody. Just negotiate, sit on the table, look at the issues on ground and all that. If they're calling it spoils of war, then you have to decide, was there a war? That's the first thing you decide. If there was a war, then you address it that way. When there wasn't a war, then there's another issue involved. So that's
Thank you. But you think the Horniman Museum is setting the pace?
Yeah, they're doing very well.
Doing the right thing.
I'm seeing here, it says 72 pieces here.
Yes.
So if it's 72 pieces, you want every single one back.
Yes. Oba, very good to see you. Oba, talk by Princess.
The correction of the Benin bronzes. The return was done 2 years ago, or 6 months ago, with the correction of the bronzes. You can see the case. So we're celebrating and also to mark the return of ownership to the palace of the Oba Benin.
Was this the same place they took the last 6 that they returned 2 years ago?
Yeah, it was on display here, and they took it out from display, and they returned the 6. But they now put the new one to replace it. But this one they are on loan. But in terms of ownership, the ownership now belongs to the royal palace of the Oba Benin.
So all the ones here will go back to the Oba Benin.
But the process has been set aside and the arrangement has been made. At the moment, we are on loan.
Oba, talk by Mr. Ife, how happy are you? You and Mr. Pius have worked very hard. You and Mr. Pius have worked very hard on this. How happy are you that more of these are going back?
Well, I'm very happy to see that these are going back home. They are going to their ancestral home. I can't qualify my dear, but that's where it belongs to. And then, like you said, the police have started and the place will be permanent. And so there's a place for them. Like I said before, in negotiation, most of these artifacts are meant not to be seen outside. So these things, those chapters that are taking part of the Benin Kingdom have to be replaced, have to be rewritten in such a way that when these people are going back home, then it's to send a message to the international community that these artifacts rightly belong to the ancestral place, the royal palace of the Oba of Benin.
Thank you. Now, Britain has a new prime minister. They're discussing it in the news that this is a time to revisit because the Horniman Museum is a charity. That's right. But the British Museum are not returning anything. What's your hope that the new prime minister will change that?
I think the Horniman Museum has set the pace and we know others will follow. It's going to take time. And the Horniman Museum has done what is right and we hope others will follow suit. Like Igor rightly said, Okura doesn't belong to the museum. Okura doesn't belong to the museum. So they have their rightful place. So when they will return to their rightful place, they will return to where they belong.
Yes, I'm very pleased to be here, and I understand that
Sorry.
2 years ago, these were returned through legal documents, but now they are being temporarily loaned back and now they're on display for us. But their long-term home will be back in Benin City.
Thank you very much. This is not all of it, but how soon, coming to see it, do you want them returned as soon as possible or keep in trenches like this, 6, 12?
I imagine that Benin City still needs to be made ready with its own museums so that it can be ready to display. And at this temporary stage, it's good they are able to be seen by the public.
Thank you very much. We have a new prime minister, George Osborne. They had that British Museum Act where they were returning anything from the British Museum. Do you want the new prime minister to change that act so they can return all the, not just the Benin artifacts, but
Well, we'll see what happens. I see that he is perhaps lending the Elgin Margles back to Greece. We'll see what the Prime Minister does.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. Prince Richard, how do you must have been a young man when all this happened. How do you feel, coming here tonight?
Like the first time I saw all of this was British Museum, and I was actually excited to see my people's work. So seeing it again, it just brings back so many memories. And yeah, like my mum has said, I hope they can send everything back because it will make us happier, to see it where it's meant to be, type of thing.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Good to see you tonight. Good to see you. Sir, please, I've been seeing you very well involved. Introduce yourself and you're from Benin?
So my name is Rudy Page, and a long time ago my family left Benin and were taken to Jamaica. So I've actually, through my eldest daughter, organised my DNA, or the DNA testing. So from Jamaica, through my father, right back to Benin. So being responsible for the Windrush Anchor Heritage Education Programme, what we did, we used the anchor as the symbolism, hope, strength and belonging, and that almost is the key that takes us through the generations. So the Windrush era actually started in 1948, but what we've done as well, we also focus on 2048. So we're going backwards, because obviously history moves backwards as well as forwards. So going back into the past, and this is why I'm so pleased because of Pius, who's done a lot of support for us. Great job. And then going to the forward into the future, which is passing on the legacy to the next generation.
Great job. So your ancestral DNA says you are from Benin.
Absolutely, yeah. And I have the documented evidence to prove it.
Welcome home.
Thank you very much.
Hello everyone, my name is Josephine from The Right Direction. I'm here at the Horniman Museum today and I'm happy to witness what's been happening. 2 years ago I was here and some of these artifacts were taken back to Benin, and I'm here again today where we have all of this that you see taken back, and I'm very proud and yes, I'm happy. Thank you.
Good evening, and it's Lace, my man, and we're at the Horniman Museum. We were here 2 years ago when the Horniman Museum were returning 72 pieces. They took them from this display and they took 6. 6 were returned and 66 is left on loan. Tonight they have replaced those 6 and they've made a ceremony where artists, they've worked with several parts of Benin where they have tried to depict the impact of the Benin Kingdom. And tonight many people are here from across London to see the casing. They call it replacing the casing because these ones, they will all be going back to Benin. We have royalty here. We have Princess Teresa Iridiawa representing the palace. We have Richard Ogiugwa, Prince Richard Ogiugwa, her son. It's a great day. We have people from the Windrush generation here to trace their ancestry back to Benin. And we have members of the Benin Union. We have Edwin Igwe and Pius who have done a great job to ensure that the Horniman walking in here and ensuring 72 artifacts going back to Benin. Oba Atokwe is set. It's been a great night. Thank you very much.
He went to Benin after
And there was sound as well, actually.